Oh, ah. Oh, hey guys. Fancy seeing you bloody here. I was just over yonder looking at this here waterfall, and lo and behold, there's you guys. How you doing? Well, since you're here, welcome to week 3 of my fitness journey. Oh my God. We're very stable here. Welcome to week 3 of the fitness journey. The last couple of weeks has been pretty good. If you guys haven't seen the month-end recap, go check that out. I did that a couple of days ago. But now here we are on week 3. Are you bloody excited? Because I am. You'll see. Well, you know what? Let's just get into it. You'll see how we got here about halfway through the video or so. Goodbye. Alright, what's up guys? Day 1 of our fitness journey. Day 1's not going to be as long as usual because last week's fitness journey, I feel like the first day just went on and on and on. It ended up being an hour-long video almost last week, which I'm fine with. But we just don't need that, you know what I mean? We don't need to just go on and on. So I just finished, you probably noticed I'm in the exact same place wearing the same thing. If you saw Wednesday's video, that was our month-end recap. So for last month, we had lost, I think it was around 7 pounds, but at least 8 pounds. But again, we're not really doing this for losing weight. The losing weight is more of a side effect of us trying to get healthy and fit. But it is a good thing to see that we're having progress. And then I did tell myself this month, my goal for December was to start eating a little bit better. So for lunches, we're gonna start eating lunches better. Today's the first day of the week, it's Monday, which is my recovery day, which I do think I needed because this morning when I woke up, my ankles were really stiff. Like, ignore the slippers. I mentioned it in that video, but they're bright red. They were cheap because they were bright red, okay? Leave me alone. But yeah, my feet were hurting a little bit today, my ankles. They feel fine now, but I think having a rest day is good. So I'll probably just stretch a little bit. And I think today will be a good rest day. So I'll have my lunch here in a minute. Don't know what I'm gonna have yet. I'll let you know tomorrow. But anyway, instead of waffling like I've been doing for the first day, let's just go until tomorrow. Let's meet you guys out on that trail. You know where we're going, up on that beautiful peak with the beautiful view behind us. And then I'll let you know, since I've had an off day and I've had the weekend, by the way, which was Saturday, I walked it. So it's kind of like a rest day because I went on a hike with my dad instead, bringing him along, getting some exercise. Then Sunday I ran it, but then Monday I'm gonna have a rest day. So tomorrow, are we gonna be able to run that first mile without stopping? Since we've only done it a couple times now. But anyway, let's jump to meet up on that peak as long as there's no one around, and let's see how we've done. Were we able to run that mile? Tell me, let's do it. Right guys, how's that look? Bit of a different view today. Oh, I say different view, it's the exact same view, isn't it? You notice how the sun is right there, so you probably can't see me. Let's turn this camera around. So, happy Tuesday. I don't know what day it is, 14, so 15, 16? Is it day 16 already? Bloody hell. Today's Tuesday. Yesterday was my off day. I talked to you guys a little bit. I did my little recap. I weighed 170 pounds. You've probably seen that recap video. If you haven't seen the month-end recap, I just talked about goals and stuff like that. Showed what I look like after the last month. Just something that I can go back to, you know what I mean, next month and see our progress. But I was 170. I thought I'd be less, but then I remembered yesterday, I was off for 2 weeks. Remember, I was injured. I was off for 2 weeks, so I definitely would have been under. I probably would have been like 168, 67. But because I was out of commission for 2 weeks, that makes sense now. Why I was a little bit heavier than I thought I would be. I'm still happy. I'm happy to stay at 170 for the rest of my life, by the way. Just to be clear, it's not that I, feel bad about being 170. 170 is amazing. I just thought it would be less because of the trend that I was. Who cares? So anyway, it's a little later today. It's going to be almost dark, sunset. The sun's definitely going to set while I'm out on this run here today. GTA 6 trailer just came out, so I've been doing a lot of GTA 6 videos over on the main channel. And today I did a really cool one. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. I'm sure you've already seen it. The locations, the real life locations and real life character inspiration. It was a good video. But anyway, I'm already going to be out here too late today because I'm running, so I should probably get going. So I'll see you guys probably down near the water. the bloody hell, man? Talk about showing me up. He's on a freaking unicycle, is that what it's called? One wheel. Just going up here in one bloody wheel. I should give up now. Guys, he's still bloody going. I don't think you understand how difficult that is, what he is doing. Why can't I zoom in? All the way up there, it's not letting me zoom in. Look at him, still going. Like, you don't realise how far he's bloody... Like, that is so steep. Alright, so guys, I think we're going to end this here. Today's one anyway. This week, I think the clips are going to be a little shorter, which means this video will be a little shorter this week, mainly because GTA 6, like I say, just the trailer came out, so I'm not going to have a lot of time to edit this video. I'll make sure that I keep you guys updated throughout the week. But yeah, I'm feeling good. We ran again today, a mile. I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to... it's my stamina is the issue. Like, I realise how unfit I am. I don't think I'd be able to run 2 miles without stopping. But hopefully by the end of this month we'll be able to. But anyway, let's move on to tomorrow. This is what it looks like from up top. Like a little cave over there. It's pretty beautiful, I'm not gonna lie. You know, there could be worse places to go running. We can be honest. I'm still faffing about here. You can see the sun's bloody going down, but it is gorgeous. But I need to keep going. You can see there's still a little bit of sun up there. I forgot to mention too, by the way. It's 80 degrees Fahrenheit today. It's like what, 25 Celsius? And it's also almost sunset. So yeah, it's been a brutal day. Anyway, let's move on. The behind the scenes stuff that you guys don't, oh shit. The stuff that you guys don't see. I had to climb up all this just to get on this side of the bloody waterfall to record the intro. And now I'm having to climb my way out, and I have a feeling I may fall. Let me show you why. So I've got to make it my way, which doesn't seem like we're pretty high, but we're high, okay? Just take my word for it. We've got to cross over the river, which I did not very well on the way here, but I didn't get wet. But now I've got to make my way back over it. And not only that, I didn't mention, I've still got like 3 miles of run to do. I've got to get back over here. It looks easy, but bloody well not. Right, I'm gonna keep a hold of you guys. I'll record it, but I'll hold it in my hand. This is what I'm trying to get over here. This one's pretty loose. How do we do this then? Maybe we go this one? This one's wet and slippy. I've got to somehow, oh my God, get to that one. I need my left foot on there, then right to jump, then left. How am I going to do this? Because right now I can't really move. I know on camera this probably looks stupid, but it's not as easy as it looks. It was just as easy as it looks, and there's people over here now, so I've got to be careful, but that was very easy. I lied to your faces. Said we were going to the next day. That turns out that was a lie. So, remember this part that I always say never looks as steep as it really is? I think I'm nowhere near as fit. First of all, I know I'm not fit, that's what I'm working towards. But I feel like I'm not even as fit as I think I am. So, we know, steep. Still got a long way to go up, steep. But every week when I do this walk, sorry I don't have the mic on at the moment, so if it sounds windy, sucks to be you and me. But I do this obviously 6 days a week walking up here. And every week I always see people 10 years, 20 years, 30 years older than me walking up here, not out of breath like I am, just walking, just like this next to me. I'll be walking down here on my way back down, because I walk up it and then go back down. I'll be walking down, there'll be someone like 20 years older than me just walking up here like this. Good morning. What the frickin' hell's that all about then? It just shows how unfit I am. 15, 16 years, whatever it is, no exercise. That's what it does to you. Anyway, hopefully as you're following along on this fitness journey with me, there'll be a time we'll walk up here and we won't be out of breath. So let's look forward to that. Beautiful time of day. Sun's just setting. I gotta run back down there, come back up this way. But sun's going behind the mountain. All right, let's run down there and back up here. What is up, gorgeous people? Oh God. You know, the funniest part about that is it literally landed on a rock. Thank God I have a case on my bloody phone. So first of all, you observant people may be thinking, hold on a bloody second. Are you wearing the exact same outfit as you did yesterday? Well, yes, I am. It is washed, however. It is clean. But you know the intro that you guys saw at the beginning of this video? Well, it didn't have any sound. And I'll tell you what, this thing's not the best, is it, for this? Doesn't like this bloody wind. It's not even windy, man. Anyway, so yeah, there was no audio on the intro. So I was like, I'm gonna have to do it again. Look at this, this is the original audio. Welcome to week 3 of our fitness journey. I think it's going to be a bloody beautiful one if you ask me. Just so happened to stumble on this little waterfall here, and then lo and behold, there are you guys too. So as you can see, couldn't bloody use it, so I'm like, I'm gonna have to re-record that. So I was like, I'm gonna have to put the same outfit on, otherwise it's gonna be obvious. But it doesn't matter. I'm an idiot. I didn't need to wear the same outfit. It doesn't literally matter if I'm wearing the same outfit or not. Who the bloody hell cares? Anyway, guys, welcome to day 17. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not even that windy. Anyway, welcome to day 17. We're going to be going on our run. We've ran a mile every day this week. We ran the original first mile, and it's been fairly, I say easy, it's not easy at all. You can see I'm absolutely sweating bullets right now. It's beautiful behind me, but you probably can't see it because the sun's there. Again, I'm coming out a little later today, just because GTA 6, you know what I mean? The trailer and all that malarkey. But anyway, let's try this again. Yeah, we've ran, oh, for God's sakes. The tripod setup itself is in the worst thing. It needs a prong, you know, it's got 3 legs. This is the front of it, so it can just fall. It needs one on the front, so it does. Stupid design, man. I swear, if you're gonna keep hitting me when I'm not looking, I'm gonna be furious. It's not even bloody windy. And the ground's not even that unstable either, you bloody loser. Anyway, yeah, we've ran a mile every single day this week. I say every single day. It's been 2 days. Day 16 and 17 running. I can see you shaking, camera. Don't you dare do it. But anyway, same thing, just below the knee has a little, not pain, no like joint pain, just muscle pain. But I think we're good. I'm definitely not pushing myself too hard to the point where I'm gonna, you know, be out of commission again for 2 weeks. But anyway, let's continue on with the journey, shall we? All right, guys, I knew the time would come where this would happen. I literally just almost pooped my pants. You guys see that on the floor next to me? I was about a foot away from it. I was on top. It looks like it's sleeping. It looks like it's bloody sleeping. Like it's not moving in the slightest. Look at this. You see this thing? Not moving. I don't think it's not a rattlesnake because it doesn't have the rattle on it. But yeah, it's just not moving. I don't know what to do. I mean, I can just go around it, I guess. But now I'm like looking at the floor, making sure there's nothing around me. Because I mean, they camouflage so well. I mean, you look at these sticks, that's just exactly what that thing bloody looks like. All right, well, let's get a little closer. There it is. No rattle. It's as if it's just frozen to, like I'm not here. Like I'm not scared of snakes. But, I don't know, man. Still don't like coming up on them. And that's a small one, man. If I bumped into a rattlesnake, I would be terrified. All right, well, let's just try going past him. All right, well, that was anticlimactic. Not that I expected him to jump at me or anything. Yeah, little dude. Well, we're going to leave him alone. It literally looks like a toy. It's not moved at all, but it's 100% not a toy. Well, we'll see it in a minute because I run back this way. As you guys know, I do like a loop where I run this way, go all the way up to the top and then come back down and go back up to the top. But this was the first time that I really haven't been paying any attention. And I was walking thinking where I should set up this tripod to have a chat to you guys. And I was like, you know what, for this part of the trail, I usually run. So I was literally about to start running. I took two steps, looked down, and there he was staring at me in the bloody face. All right, anyway, let's continue. This is why you should always look ahead of you on these bloody trails, man. Let's continue. All right, guys, we are back up the top. So just FYI, when I say I run down and then run back up, it adds an extra mile. So I run down here, go all the way to the bottom, and then basically wrap all the way around, and then I come up here, where you guys know that is like, was my, the thing I hated the most. Still probably is. But basically, once I get to the top, I go back down here, and then come all the way back up over here. But I feel like I don't mention it enough. I feel like we need to talk a little bit about progress, because I keep saying how, you know, we've done that mile now where I run that entire mile up there, basically, the first mile. And I've been pushing myself more and more and stuff like that. But if you guys remember, even a couple days ago talking about this, where I was saying how it's literally, like I can't wait until I can just walk up this with ease, like the people I see that are 10, 20 years older than me doing it, just like, you know what I mean? But I did want to say today, I walked up that, yes, I was out of breath, but it is, compared to when I first started, night and day difference. And I felt like that was important just to mention, because it's baby steps, but compared to what it was when I started, night and day difference. So much easier. Guys, I don't know if I've just came out at a stupid time of day, or if I'm just Dr. Bloody Doolittle. Can you see him? Like, by the way, we are nowhere near. He's doing a little thing where he's going forwards and back like this, so he's definitely awake. He's moving slowly. Can you see him? I'm gonna let him cross the road. I'm not gonna run past him. Let's let him cross, because where have they come from all of a sudden? Now there's two on the same bloody run. Right, let's get a close-up of him crossing the road, shall we? There's the little guy. You see what he's doing? It's like he's testing the waters. He's going forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back, forwards, back. He better bloody hurry up, though. That's all I'm saying. I've never seen one move quite as slow as what the bloody hell he's doing. I can see his little tongue going and everything. He's just being annoying, though, at this point. The thing is with him, he looks slimy. Like, he looks like a bloody worm or something. I don't know if he's threatened, that's why he's doing this little dance. But he's literally right in the middle of the bloody road. Look at his little face, man. See this? Don't know what's going on there. But you see that trail behind him? You see that? That's what I always see on these trails, is that. But then here's the bloody snake, taking his sweet time to cross this bloody road. Why did the snake cross the road? To be fair, he does look like a little baby, doesn't he? He's not looking quite as, he's not that big and scary, is he? I can hear something in there. You imagine if a big behemoth comes out. He's almost there. He looks like a baby. He's almost gone. He's still doing his little dance. All right, well, I'm just gonna go. But yeah, you see that trail, that line? I always see those on the trail, but you rarely see the actual snakes. But that's two today. His tail does look a bit sickly. All right, let's carry on. So I think the snake was just trolling me. I think he was just preserving energy. Literally, the second I walked past him, he slithered fast up into the bush here. I wasn't filming that part, obviously, but he was rapid. He was doing his dance in front of me, and then he was rapid. Anyway, let's keep going. Quick little update on the other snake that was in this location right here. He's gone. So he's obviously alive. He must have gone up this embankment here, up into the bush, but he's gone. There's two in one day though, that's nuts. All right, well, I'm gonna carry on with this run. We've got about 20 minutes left. I'll meet you guys at the end of it. Let you know how it's been. All right, see you there. All right, guys, we're gonna call it here, I think. I've got about half a mile to go, not that much. Just gonna walk to the top of this hill and then run the rest of the way. Haven't seen any more creatures since. As far as feet and ankles and shins and everything, I feel fine, to be completely honest with you. So day 17, success. Tomorrow, I guess, same thing. I don't think there's any, I'm not trying to push myself, you know, right now. I'm not trying to go further and further. We've got to the point already where we're doing a mile without stopping, our first mile, which is basically this run all the way down to that peak down there. You can see that's the first mile. And we've got that done now. So I feel like if I can just continue doing that for the rest of this week, that's what this week's goal is. We'll see what we can do next week, pushing ourselves a little bit further. But I want to try and get this done to the point where it's easy to do. So yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys tomorrow, day 17. Success. I think so cool. Do you mind if I take a picture?
Oh, hi.
Hi. That is so cool. What's his or her name?
Yoshi.
Yoshi? Wow. That's so cool. You just take her out, does she go flying or?
No, I don't, not out here because they're hawks.
Oh, okay.
But when I'm in the park, I have an 18 leash.
Oh,
and
neat.
then I let him fly. But then he likes to fly in the house, upstairs, downstairs, following me all day.
He's beautiful.
And usually when I take him out here, then he gets all that fresh air, then he looks and he gets tired. And I have a little piece at home.
He's beautiful.
Thank you. Bye-bye now.
See ya. What are the chances of that, man? How cool is that? See the colour of that thing? Ah, and listen. What have you seen today, man? We've seen some snakes, and now we've seen whatever the bloody hell that was. Parrot, budgie, I don't know. Alright, so I'm recording this part exactly as I finish the mile. So you guys know, well, first of all, welcome to day 17, is it? Or was it day 18? Can't remember. But usually what I do is I run all the way to the first mile. Well, I say usually, been doing it this week. But yeah, I usually run that, and then I run all the way down to the peak over there, and that's where I set the tripod up and talk to you guys. And I probably will still do that, but I just wanted to make this because every day when I start the run, since I've started running the mile, always at the beginning of it, I'm just like, I can't do it. I can't, like, it's that part of my brain. It's just like, you can't run today. You can't run a mile. You can't run a mile. Even though I've run a mile, the first mile, every single time since I shared it with you guys the first time if you saw last week's weekly fitness journey. Look how beautiful. This is I hate it here though, because it doesn't look steep. Super steep right here, just on no. So I'm like trying to avoid it. Anyway, the first time I ever ran the first mile I've ran in 16 years non-stop. Since then, I've run the mile every day, except for off days, like recovery days, or on Saturday, because like I told you guys, I brought my dad along with me. But every time since that I've come on this by myself, I've run that mile, and every single time I tell myself, while I'm about to start it, that I can't do it. And the reason I wanted to start, I've almost got my breath back. Usually I run this part, so I'm kind of cheating right now. But the reason I wanted to record it is because I wanted to remember that I'm not fit. I still have no stamina right now. So when I look back at this third week here and listen to how far we've come, this week I am not fit by any stretch of the imagination. I have no stamina whatsoever. Running that first mile is incredibly difficult. There's no way I can run 2 miles. I would love to get to the point where I could run a few miles non-stop, but as of right now, I couldn't run 2 miles. 1 mile is the only thing I could do, and that is very difficult. Now, if we were running on streets, you know what I mean? If I was running on streets where it was flat and easy, even ground, I could probably run a couple miles. Maybe I could even run a mile in like 7 minutes or something at the moment. I don't know. But right now, what I just ran was a 10-minute mile, which I'm very happy with. I don't mind it. I'd love to get into the 9s, like 9 minutes, just in the 9s. And we will do, probably next month. But I'm happy with the 10. But I just wanted to log this just for future me and for you guys if you're following along at home. If you can't run a mile, if you're trying to do this fitness with me and you're like, mate, I can't run a mile, or running a mile is so difficult. It is for me too right now. It is so bloody difficult. That first mile takes everything out of me. It's a mental thing, 100% mental. Because I tell myself that I can't bloody do it every single day that I've been doing it. Even though I've been doing it every day, I tell myself I can't do it. And I just push myself through it. You know what, let's wait till we get to the top. All right, so we can walk and talk, because I feel like I told you guys at the beginning that the fitness comes first, right? Me recording the fitness journey should always come second. And I feel like recently, you know, just like then, I usually run from like the base of the mountain to where I am now. And I was just talking to you guys for like 5 minutes, and I feel like that, you know, I'm cheating, taking a break. So we may as well walk and talk at this point. You've seen me at the top of this so many times that we don't need to necessarily stop there. But anyway, what I wanted to say is I feel like the miles aren't getting easier. I'd love to come back to this in a month and see and tell myself that, yeah, it does get easier. But as of now, I feel like the only way that this is going to get easier, and I say the only way, it meaning the running the first mile, the only way running a mile without stopping is going to get easier is by running 2 miles. Now, I couldn't do that now, I've already told you guys. But what I mean by that is the only way running 1 mile will feel easier is if I usually run 2 miles and then instead I ran 1 mile. God, I always say that this doesn't look steep on camera. And again, I don't think it does, man. Let's keep going. But hold on, let me get to the top. You guys don't want to hear me huffing and puffing, surely. All right, up at the top we are. Let's try and keep that sun behind my head, maybe. We're gonna keep walking though. We usually set the tripod down, like around here, as you guys know. It's late again today. The last 3 days, I think just with the GTA 6 info and a new DLC and stuff, there's just a lot of information. Let's keep walking. But yeah, I think the only way I'm going to be able to, let's get that sun out of the shot. The only way I'm going to be able to run a mile easily is by running a mile. I'm delusional right now. Is by running 2 miles. Hopefully that makes sense. But I remember a lot of this trail that used to feel so difficult for me. The only reason it got easier was because I started doing like double, right? So the only reason 2 miles a day got easier is because I started doing 4 miles a day. And then the 2 miles was super easy. And then I started doing 6 miles hiking a day. And then the 6 miles hike got super easy because I started running it. Now I can hike this 6 miles like I did the first month of October. Now I can do that easily without even like being out of breath. It's just super easy, but that's because I run it now. So like I say, the only way I'm going to be able to run the first mile easily is when I start running 2 miles. So I think after this week, next week, well, you know what, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. But we're going to continue doing what we've been doing this week and then see how we feel at the end of the week, if we can push ourselves a little bit further without injury. The only thing I've been watching out for this week is shin splints, because like my shins do ache a little bit now and then, not always. The only pain I've been getting is when I first wake up in the morning. Like when I first wake up, I'll like I get out of bed and I'd be like, oh, like my feet and ankles are just sore. But after literally 5 minutes of being up and on them, they're fine. So it's not any joint pain or anything like that. It's just, I don't know. Anyway, I'm rambling. Let's continue on with this bloody hike. Run, hike, both. Trail run. All right, guys. Guess where I bloody am? Just looking around, making sure nobody's here. So, hopefully you've seen this in the intro, because as you guys know, the first day the bloody mic didn't work. Second day, I forgot to do it, or it was busy or something. Now here we are on the third day, and I know there's people coming, but we got to get there and do this intro before anyone else does. But that means I got to cross this once again, and it doesn't look hard, but it's annoying. You know what? I'm going to do it while I'm holding on to you guys, because I'm an absolute mad lad. Okay. All right. So far, so good. Is this the one that was wobbly? You know, these things are slippy though. That's the problem. So I jumped the last few feet. All right, now we're gonna go up here, climb up this bloody mountain. Oh, okay, everything's fine. Just slipped trying to get up this bloody thing. Okay, these shoes are trail running shoes, not mountain climbing shoes. It smells like salt water for some reason. It's not salt water. Anyway, you get to see the awkward me going up here to film this intro. All right, let's not fall. I know there's people coming, so I've got to do this quickly. I don't see anyone. All right, the good news is it bloody worked. It worked. The sound, I double checked it, sound worked. You know, last time I was doing this, as you guys saw, I was filming. I didn't even know people were here. But they were literally just like right here as I was crossing over the river. So the thing is, by being on this side, you're looking into the bush and you can't see anyone. But the chances are there's people there and they can see you, but you can't see them. Hold on a second. I've got to try put this thing away. Sometimes you see this, it doesn't close. You got to really like, there we go. But anyway, now I've got to cross back over. Got to climb back up here, back over, and see if we make it. So there was people coming, but in all honesty, I've not a clue where they are. I think I just got here before them. And I'll talk to you guys a little bit more at the end of this run. But I'll tell you, this has been the best run, the best day I've had in the 2 months we've been doing this. I'll explain why in a minute. Let's see if we can get over this though, without falling in the water. All right, here we go. I mean, it wouldn't be the end of the world if I got my feet wet, but I don't really want to run with wet feet. You get where I'm going with this? I feel like I've got the wrong feet. Didn't I do this last time? Don't I have the wrong feet? This is where the people were. See that staircase over there? They were there watching me as I was recording this, but you know, we're just too cool these days. All right, I think I've got the wrong feet on the wrong ones. And this is shaky. I feel like if I can put my foot on this one and then go to that one, I should be able to do it. It's a lot harder than it looks. I say that, but last time I did this, I ended up saying it wasn't that hard, didn't I? Pretty sure that's what I ended up saying. Oh, 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 we've done it. We've only gone and bloody done it. We've only gone and bloody done it. I think I got more sweat coming off me trying to cross that bloody thing than I have all run. But we've done it, we've crossed over. There is people somewhere, I don't know where they are. So I've got to be careful. But anyway, you know what? I'll come back to you guys later. It's here, it's beautiful. See you in a bit. I feel like we haven't really talked up here yet. But this is the top of the water. I just realised I filmed that last part while my mic was in my hand, but basically in my pocket. I was just showing you the waterfall. We were down there and saying it's beautiful, it goes down there. This is where we end up running. But if you already saw this clip, I just realised I had my mic down here anyway. Unless I clip this thing on me, I'm useless with it. Alright, I don't think I need the mic on right now. We're just coming up. Gotta go all the way up here. I was just thinking to myself, it's literally, I remember standing all the way at the top, thinking, oh my God, imagine having to walk all the way up this. Like, thank God I'm not doing it. And back then I wouldn't walk up this. And right now it looks like I'm sweating bullets walking up this, like it's difficult. But it's honestly because I've just been running like a madman. Hold on, let me wait, there's a biker coming. It was a real bike, it wasn't an electric one. Yeah, it may look like I'm sweating, struggling to go up this. And don't get me wrong, it's still steep, but I'm sweating because I've been running like crazy today. I'll explain that here in a little bit. But right now I'm thinking, as far as fitness journey goes, and like monthly recaps and stuff, I would love, and I can't wait to look back, because there's going to be a moment on this journey. It might not be this year, it might not be 2 months, it might not be 3 months, but there's going to be a point when we're going to run from all the way down here, all the way up here, and all the way to the top. It's going to happen. It may take us a while, but I can't wait. All right, guys, we are at the end of my run, my journey here today. I was telling you that it's been the best one I've had. I feel incredible. Oh my God, there's a coyote right next to me. Hold on, it's not really scary, coyotes, they're just big dogs, they usually keep away from you. But when they're literally, like I'm on the path here, he was right just there staring at me. I mean, it's getting late, so fair enough. So yeah, I think it's safer for me to just walk towards the car. But yeah, talk about endorphins, man. Like, I forget how great you feel after like exercise and working out and stuff. I feel amazing. But no, I've definitely ran the furthest I've ever ran before since we started this fitness journey. I felt like I just kept going and going and going. Places where I would usually walk or hike, which is fair enough because it's either uphill or downhill, and I usually walk those or hike those. I actually pushed myself. I didn't even push. I say push, I didn't push myself. It was easy. I was like, screw this, I'll run. I felt fine. So I think that first mile I do from the start of this until, well, the first mile that I'm always exhausted about, that I talked about earlier. The first mile is always the hardest. I think if I was to start right now and run this first mile, I think I could do it easily. I say that, but who knows? But I feel fantastic right now. We did a really good job today. We pushed ourselves and we were able to do it. Anyway, I think that's it. If I can think of anything else, I could have swore that I wanted to talk to you guys about something else, but if I think of anything, I'll come back to you. But for now, signing off, we'll see you tomorrow. Guys, I'm running on the spot because I don't want to stop myself, because this is the beginning, the first mile that I rarely talk to you guys on. But I wasn't paying attention. I was daydreaming. I was about a foot away from being bitten by a rattlesnake. I didn't see it at all. And I stood maybe 3 inches from the snake. And as I jumped next to it, because I was running, I flinched and jumped the opposite direction, and then it went into like a ball. I don't want to stop, I'm gonna keep running. It went into like a ball, and then its tail started doing the rattle. Those 2 snakes we saw earlier in the week, I have no idea if those are rattlesnakes, but that one that I almost stood on, it just curled into a ball and like started rattling at me. 100% a rattlesnake. Anyway, I'm doing a different strategy today, so I'll let you know when we get up to the peak up here. All right, I'll be back. All right, guys, so first and bloody foremost, let's talk a little bit about that freaking rattlesnake. So, on these trails you can see the dirt, the mud. It looks kind of like I mean, anything blends in. You can be a stick. So I haven't really ran into the rattlesnakes too much. That's the closest encounter I've ever had, 100%. Let me turn this, because I feel like I used to always show this direction over here, But since I'm running later, it feels like recently, I should probably turn me this way. Just gotta hope this camera doesn't fall over again, man. Oh shit. I think this is just one of the worst. Right. So I've definitely cracked the screen protector on my phone. I'm gonna have to replace that bloody thing, but stop, please. Don't do it again. I can feel the wind coming, don't fall. So anyway, I was running towards it, and the thing is, as you guys know, it's only been this week that I've been running the full mile without stopping. I used to always run 4 minutes, walk for a minute, run 4 minutes. So this is the first week I'm running the entire mile. And we do have some stuff to talk about here today, but as far as the rattlesnake is concerned, that first mile, since this is my first week, is brutal. It is literally so painful. And usually, you know, once you've warmed up, running and walking feels kind of euphoric and you can just go into your thoughts and just have some lucid daydreams. But I feel like since it's so difficult for me right now, all I'm thinking about is, am I going to be able to do this? Let's do this, let's push this. So either way, I wasn't paying attention and I ran up to it. I must have been literally less than a foot away from the bloody thing. And as I was running and stepped down with my right foot, it kind of, it's almost slow motion. It kind of launched back into like curled up and then its tail started doing this rattle thing. So yeah, it's the first time I've seen a rattlesnake being upset with me, that is for sure. I literally just pulled my phone out of my pocket and started recording while I was running, but I wasn't going to go over near it. It would have been cool to get a shot of it doing its little rattle, but I'm not a freaking idiot, so I'm not going to start doing that. But anyway, let's continue and we'll walk with you. Oh God, there's a wasp on my bloody phone now. What the hell is today? Anyway, we're going to walk like this for a little bit. It's a beautiful day. There's somebody coming on the trail down there. You could probably see them in the distance, I don't know. But anyway, I'm not running right now when I should be, but it's all right, we're talking to you. Also, I always forget to set my watch to pause workout. So it always thinks I end up doing like a 20-minute mile, when in reality I'm doing, you know, an 11-minute mile on this terrain, but I'm stopping to record and talk to you, so I can never look at my watch these days. Other than the first mile, it doesn't really make any sense. But today I did something different because the first mile has been super difficult this week, even though this is the first week I've done it. I've noticed that every day, like I say, I'm worried, like, am I gonna be able to do it? I've been so like, I'm not gonna be able to do it. I'm still super surprised that I can actually do it, I think is what it comes down to. But basically, I was looking last night online, and I remember I watched a video like a couple weeks ago, or maybe a week ago, or a couple videos, and the key thing that multiple people are saying that I should pay attention to is that you should, first of all, you should warm up before your runs. And now, as you guys know, I warm up, but my warm-ups are about 10 minutes. It's not that long. I don't really run that far. I just do like a little bit of running. If you've seen my, I think it was the second week fitness journey, I showcased like what my warm-ups are, and nothing to write home about, but I feel like what I need to start doing, because if everyone's saying that I need to do it, I should probably pay attention. There's probably some truth to what they're saying. But what I'm going to start doing, probably starting next week, is I'm going to start warming up, do my usual warm up, and then I'm going to run, like on the street, just around the block, just to see if it makes any difference. Just like a quick little, maybe 10-minute run, and then see if it makes it any different. Because I feel like almost every day when I talk to you guys, I say that, oh, after the first mile and a half, it becomes easier. I think I even said earlier in this video, it was yesterday's part of the vlog, that, oh, I was at the end and I'm like, I feel like if I was to start that mile again now from the beginning, I'd be able to do it. And I think that's because of the warm-up. Obviously, I'm treating my first mile as a warm-up, and that's probably why it's so difficult. So I think if I'm gonna start next week, it'll be interesting to see how it goes. But next week, we're gonna run a little bit just to see the difference. I'm sure it's going to make a pretty big difference, I hope anyway. The other thing I did today, which is something that I think is going to make a big difference, is I was looking online and I've been doing like a 10-minute mile on average, that first mile. And I don't need to, but eventually I want to get faster and faster. And I think I've been looking at it the wrong way. I need to increase my endurance, because I told you guys yesterday, I am awful at running this first mile. I said to you yesterday, I don't think I could run 2 miles. So I was doing some research online yesterday, and it looks like what I need to do is build up my endurance first before I do speed. So today I went much slower, and I thought I usually run this slow, but it turns out I can do it much slower as I did today. And that helped out tremendously. I really wasn't tired at all on this first mile. It was still tiring, but nothing like it has been. So doing it much slower, even though I was about a minute slower. So instead of 10 minutes, I did the mile in 11 minutes, but I was able to run all the way down to there. And usually after the first mile, I stop, as you guys know. I just run a mile and then I walk for a little bit. But because I slowed down today, even though I did the mile in less time, I was able to run the mile and keep running. So I ran about a mile and a third. So I ran much further than I usually do. So in total, it was probably faster than running a mile and then hiking. Running the whole thing slower ended up being faster, if that makes any sense. Anyway, I'll meet you guys down the bottom near the water because I need to run a little bit now. All right, guys, so I'm on the final loop. We've got about 2 miles left, so I'm just heading on out now, basically. So I thought we'd wrap this one up here. Tomorrow is Saturday, so I'm going to try walking, bringing my dad with me. So I'm not going to be running tomorrow. And then Sunday, I'm going to try running, but I'm not going to bring any of my camera or anything, just so I can get an idea of where we're at. So I'll be meeting back with you guys on Sunday night, but I'm going to keep an eye on my legs. Shin splints, because my shins have been hurting. It's the only thing that's been hurting. And this morning when I woke up, I did have pain in my toe, like right on my right toe, like on the base of it, like the pad, like right here on the knuckle. So I want to keep my eye on that. But the good news is that me doing this or walking tomorrow, it'll almost be like a rest day, right? And then Saturday I'm going to run. No, sorry, tomorrow is Saturday. So Saturday I'm going to walk, Sunday I'm going to run, and then Monday I've got a real rest day. So one thing I did want to mention is that it is a mental thing. And I know I've said it, but I want to say it again. Like I've been running a mile every day since first time I did it. And even though I've been doing it, I keep telling myself every morning or every start that I'm not going to be able to do it. How am I going to beat the next day? Yesterday, in yesterday's part of this video, I said it was the best day I've had so far. I said it was the best day, and this morning I was like, oh my God, yesterday I said it was the best day. Today I'm not going to be able to do that. And today has beaten that day. Today was much better. Like I ran so much further today than I ever have. So it's just a mental thing, man. It really is. Anyway, I'll see you in a bit. All right, guys, coming to the end now. I know I said I was going to see you guys later, but I just finished the run and I felt like when I was in the middle of the run trying to talk to you, I feel like I was just rambling, a little delusional from the run. But yeah, I just wanted to say that it is definitely a mental thing. Gotta keep my eye out for that bloody rattlesnake. It was around here somewhere earlier. I think it's definitely a mental thing. Like I say, I've been running since I did that original mile. Was it last week? I've been doing it every day since, and it's been bloody amazing. But I still tell myself every single bloody morning that I'm not going to be able to do it. There's some electric bikes coming past, I told you. I usually run up this part here, but I guess we'll walk today. But yeah, even though I've done it like 5 days this week or however long it's been, I still am like in the morning like, oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. It's a complete mental thing. I've literally proved to myself I can do it every day since I've done it the first time. And yet I still tell myself I can't do it. And this morning, after yesterday, me saying it was the best day I've had, yeah, they're saying it was the best day I've had out here. And today I was like, oh, yesterday was the best day I've had out here. I'm not going to be able to beat that. And here we bloody are again today. It's even better. It's weird. It's definitely a mental thing. Hopefully, I've just got to convince myself, you know? And it's so stupid. But now that I've done it a few times, it gets easier because I know that even though I'm telling myself I can't do it, I know I can do it. So that makes a huge difference. So we're going to keep on trucking along. Anyway, that's it for today, guys. I'll see you in a bit.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, fitness channel? So it is indeed Sunday. Like I say, Saturday, Sunday. Saturday I was going to go for a walk with my dad, and then Sunday I was going to go for a run. Today is Sunday as I'm recording this, but I wanted to give you guys some updated information, and it's easier for me to record on my setup here than using my phone. Speaking of phone though, how many times did I drop it in this video? I literally just fixed the screen from being cracked. I had the screen protector on it. It's like a glass protector, but it was broken because of how many times I dropped it. So I just replaced that Just replaced it yesterday. So I've just got back from my run today. Oh, it's been a couple hours. So yesterday, Saturday, I told you I was going to go on a walk, which I would have been fine with, but the weather has actually been awful. We've even had like national weather warnings because the wind has been insane. We've had fires. So just walking when it's so dry and dusty, and it's just awful. And I was also a little bit of pain still in my shins. So I'm kind of happy I took an off day. But today I ran again and it was phenomenal. Problem is, I'm so happy tomorrow, Monday, you're watching this video either on Sunday or Monday. I'm having an off day. That's just my regular scheduled recovery day. And I need it because I don't want to injure myself. But let me show you what I've got going on right now. Oh, see, even standing up is hurting, which I don't, if you remember when I got injured last time, I don't know why the saturation or whatever in this is so bad, but if you remember last time I injured myself, I was the same. I was like, ooh, I was a little stiff. So I'm going to watch it, right? So tomorrow I'm going to rest. And if I'm still in pain, maybe I'll have another recovery day on Tuesday. But let me show you. So just like my shins, like right here. I don't know the best way to show you guys. But right here, right, my shins. Maybe it's like shin splints. I honestly don't know. But it's mainly on my right, like my right leg and my ankle. So I'm just watching it, right? I can still walk. I'm still not in pain, but I can feel it, you know? Like I can definitely feel it. And while I was out running today, I could feel it. Let me sit back down. And if I sit for a prolonged period of time, like I have been now, I got back from the run, I've been sitting at my desk for a couple hours because I posted a new video on my main channel and I've been replying to all the comments. There was 171-ish comments. As of now anyway, it's been up 4 hours, but I was just responding to them all. And then I just started recording this because I want to finish editing this week's video and I'm stiff. But anyway, so this week has been pretty decent though. No major pain other than right now is the shins. It could be shin splints. It could be anything. But tomorrow's a recovery day, so that should be good. I also did run a little bit today. So before my main run, which was today. So today's run took about an hour and 20 minutes. And it was about 5.5 miles. And I burnt like 850 calories. Almost 1,000 feet of elevation. So that was today's workout that you guys always see me do. But before that, I actually did another workout that was 6 minutes. Well, I did all my typical warm-up that you guys know, my stretching and all that. And then I did a run. So it wasn't a mile, it was 0.65 of a mile. It took me 6 minutes. I burnt 82 calories, which is actually mind-blowing because I literally just went around the block. 6 minutes, 82 calories in 6 minutes? I don't believe that. Like, that's mental. Like, what the hell? Look at that, 82 calories. Well, either way, you can see it. 82 calories, 6 minutes. There wasn't really any elevation gain or anything like that. But I thought if I do a little run before I do my main run, it'll be easier. Wasn't that sure today if it was. My shins were actually hurting today. Versus like the muscle versus typically it's my calves that are hurting on the first mile. I don't know if it's because I use different shoes to run on the street and they have a bit of a heel. So I don't know if that activates like my shin muscles versus my calf muscles. I don't know. But my shin muscles were hurting from the run around the block versus the calves usually hurt. It doesn't make sense. I'm going to try it again though, but I'll talk to you guys about that in next week's video about what we're going to do. But as far as food and stuff and diet this week, it was pretty much the same as last week. I did say in December that I wanted to start eating better. And I am. I've been eating some cucumber and hummus and stuff for lunch. But I just found out this week that I used to love eating pasta. Who doesn't? I used to have pasta for lunch. And, well, this sounds a bit bad. But, you know, like pasta and chicken. And it was awful. But I just found out, look, do the research yourself. If you Google, like, the best thing to eat after a run, it is literally pasta and protein. It's come full circle. I can finally eat what I want, but it's healthy for me because you need the carbs, the easy carbs, and you need protein. So chicken, just pure, like this is all homemade stuff, by the way. This isn't like processed stuff. So I just cook pasta and cook enough. I make like a pack and it lasts me about a week. So that shows you how much I eat a day, maybe a cup a day. And then I add some chicken to it that I also cook that I leave in the fridge. And then just like a tablespoon or two of pesto. And that is delicious chicken pesto pasta for lunch after my run. It fills me up and it's great nutrients for me. But anyway, I'll fill you in tomorrow. Oh, no, it'll be next Sunday. I'll record tomorrow. But I'll fill you in next week about how it's going to be different. We're probably going to try eating a little bit better again. And we're going to try starting to run every day, pre-run before the main run, just to see if that helps. Because I always say I'm warmed up after the first 1.5 miles. So if I run, like it's about 0.65 miles, as I just showed you. If I run that before my run, maybe it'll help. But we're going to start doing that starting next week, if I don't have shin splints or anything. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next week with another one. Goodbye.